mic checker, mic checker, mic checker. Are we on? Are we on? Are we on?
Red leather, yellow leather.
Oh, look at you doing your exercises. She's so cute today. Hello, world. How y'all doing today?
Hello, hello, hello.
Oh, and of course, I have the glamorous Miss Glam with me. And of course, this is your girl, Mo Hazel, and episode number 6. Yay!
Yay.
Oh, man, I just knew you were going to get excited. We're so deep in the game. We're like almost legit, and you can't even get excited.
Yay!
Okay, I have to edit that out. But yeah, okay, we got it. I felt you that round. Okay. All right, Miss Glam. So if you're tuning in for the first time, you got a lot of catching up to do. Episodes 1 through 5, they're hilarious, and we throw some awesome nuggets out there. Check us out. We are on badassbesties.com.
That is correct.
Oh, we legit, y'all. We legit. You can find us on various social medias, but if you go to that website, it'll link you all into every single one of them. Again, if you're tuning in for the first time, we do this thing called Weekly Delight. It can be a person, place, thing, inspirational quote. It's just whatever is getting us through the week. It's whatever keeps us positive and keep us going till we can get to Friday, get to the weekend. So we'll start with you first, Miss Glam. What is getting you through the week? What is your weekly delight?
I think this week I'm going to go with my commitment to my yoga routine. I have been on it.
Wait.
I have not missed
Whoa.
a day.
We didn't pick something for the house? Wow. I'm
am-
super proud of you. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm just in shock right now. I'm sorry.
I'm not allowed to buy anything else for the house.
You met your quota?
I met my budget.
Okay, got it. Go
My
ahead.
budget says house is decorated enough, but yoga, I did buy a new yoga mat.
Oh,
I
okay.
now have a pretty purple yoga mat.
I'm all for, meditation and higher being. So I kind of like this one.
Yeah.
I rarely agree with you, but I kind of like that.
So I am now on my yoga. Shout out to Yoga Burn and Mrs. Zoe Bray Cotton, I believe her name is. Yoga Burn and Yoga Booty. Yoga Booty's kicking my booty.
Aw, that's all right. You're going to get some results.
You mean get some results?
Oh, you're there? Oh,
Really?
okay, moving on. Hey, my weekly delight.
I got you.
My weekly delight. You can talk about me because you know how I always talk about you being boring. And I finally had a Miss Glam moment. Can we talk about it?
So Miss Glam now means boring? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the definition. Yes, Miss Glam. Boring. Look it up in Webster. Guarantee it's there. I pen wrote it in, but I guarantee it's there.
That's okay. I'll be the one bailing you out of jail.
Oh, yes. Listen. So I was in Home Goods. Shout out to Home Goods. And okay, so our studio is this lovely London feel, right? I found a Big Ben clock that lights up, and it's taller than me. Granted, I'm like 5'4", so that's not doing much. It lights up. It's
Bright
so
as
great.
hell.
It really is bright, and I'm mad you turned it off. I brought it. I was so excited to show you.
Okay, so it's in my face. So yes.
So the shine can go right on me. No? Okay, whatever. I tried to have a Miss Glam moment. I knew
And
you would.
it's gorgeous
And I
when it's
knew
turned
you would.
off.
And that's what it surprises the crap out of me. I just knew you were going to get some feels out of it because you're always into interior decorating. So I tried to be a big girl and decorate. And here I am. And you're just like, whatever. Moving on. Hey, Miss
Talked about
Glam.
my yoga non-booty.
Listen, I'm excited to see this yoga. You're sitting down, dear. I don't look at women's booty like that.
Beside the point. If I tell you that it's on, you should say fabulous.
It is fabulous.
Thank you. That's all I asked for. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Are you ready for the topic?
I am ready for the topic.
Okay. The topic is, may I touch your hair?
No, you're not, 6-pack, 6 foot, chocolate fine. No, you can't touch my hair.
Okay, that's not why I was saying it. But okay, I feel you. So the topic is about hair, particularly hair on ethnic women. Is that politically correct to say? Am I saying that right?
Oh, we're politically correct now?
Well, it's going to get messy. I figured I'd start politically correct.
We start at the top.
Start at the top.
Yes.
You start legit. Get them 20 minutes in and then finish the
we
last
go.
10 minutes out. Petty.
Petty we go.
To all my sisters out there living their natural life with their curls or their kinky curls or just letting their hair flow, just loving their hair that God gave them, this is for you today.
Does that mean your team natural?
Oh, I'm definitely team natural. So let's shout out. So yeah, like my hair is, man, it's just like this cute little curl ball of fro. It's amazing. I'm a year and a half in and I think it's the best choice ever in life. You look a little pressed over there. Are you relaxed? What's going on? What's your situation?
I'm not relaxed, but I don't know if I'm necessarily natural. I mean, I haven't had a relaxer since 2015, 2016.
Girl, you're deep in the game. Do you do cuts and trims?
Yeah, I get trims when my hairstylist keep my hair healthy.
Yeah, you might have had it trimmed. I mean, if not, you're damn near.
But I mean, I didn't do a big chop or anything.
But you keep it pressed, so you put a lot of heat to your hair. So you go to the hairdresser or you do it?
Oh, no, I'm lazy. No, I have a lovely hairstylist. Shout out to Kiafa Manly Hair Salon because she keeps me looking like a human, and I mean that.
Oh, yes. Can we talk about what you used to look like? Can we talk about your old nickname?
Wait a minute now.
Please tell them your old nickname.
What I used to look like, can you highlight my hair? It didn't look bad.
Okay, no, we'll start with the positive.
Clean it up.
We'll start with the positive.
Up.
She used to have this beautiful curly hair. You know, she's just like this chocolatey. If y'all remember the R&B singer Maya, I mean, she just had it like that. Okay, that's how she starts her hair at the beginning of the week. By Friday, it's looking like Bob Marley because she refuses to comb her hair.
I refuse to comb my hair. What's the point?
You're lazy and that's wrong.
Wash and go.
Girl,
I run my fingers through
that's day
it when
one.
That's
day one.
But I washed it every day. When I took a shower, I would wash it. I would shampoo, conditioner all in one, comb it through. Now, by the end of the day, I done put, now granted I was doing bad, so it was mousse with, alcohol products, so it was drying it out. And then I slept on it. There was no wrap, there was no comb.
That's laziness at its finest, and I don't expect that from you. You're the bougie one, and yet your hair,
bougie does not mean that I'm not lazy.
It was cute on a Monday. By Friday, she was looking like a wildebeest, but that's all right. But you know what? Shout out to Kiafa, because you do look good. Hand clap to me for starting it, because I was the one who told you to just straighten the curls, because at least I can guarantee that it's combed through.
That's not what. So
I'm trying to look out for you, and for the dudes in your life.
You could have said it nicer.
The petty is the only way to go. Keep it real. Keep it pushing.
But yes, it's your fault. I am now straight.
Whatever.
All day, every
but
day.
You do look fly. You do look fly. So now let's actually start with this article that I found. Naturalhairrules.com. Shout out to there. She wrote an article, 20 men give their opinion on natural hair. So it's not really an article. It's just more she went around asking guys' opinions. So I found 5 random ones. I wanted us to kind of shout off and just kind of throw some comments based on what they say. Is it accurate? Because in all fairness, when we wear natural hair, men have feelings about it too because they're very visual creatures, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so we'll start with random people. I'm assuming the names were scrambled for identity, so I won't even give the names. One gentleman says, I personally love women with natural hair. To me, it shows that you accept who you are and know your own sexiness. I don't like weave because whenever I run my fingers through your hair, it always gets caught on some pin or lace or something. Then again, most of the women in my family have their natural hair. Weave and wigs are uncommon. Don't let people discourage you from having natural hair. They can say it's a hassle all they want because when somebody pulls theirs off, they got to scramble to put it back on. So he's team natural. He's saying, he's been around a lot of women who don't do weave. And actually, we don't really do weave either, right? I think I might have did it once. Yeah, maybe once. But like for the most part, I've wigged it out. I've wigged it out a couple times. Yeah, I'm not above a wig. But anyway, so he was giving a little love. This guy says, I know I'm limiting myself, but I can only date a sister with natural hair. It's a true sign of her being truly comfortable with herself and her natural beauty and self. An affirmation that societal norms are to be ignored and fought against. One love.
I disagree.
Why?
Just because someone is wearing
You're natural.
Okay, I'm not natural. Doesn't mean I'm not comfortable with my hair. My hair is naturally curly. I just happen to like it straight.
I do agree.
There are some people whose body types are a certain way, and they are stick thin, so they go to the gym to make themselves have curves.
Absolutely.
That does not mean they're not comfortable in their skin. They just prefer themselves one way and they work to make themselves look whatever makes you feel good.
Yeah. Now, while he gives love to, again, people with natural hair, and of course I'm in the natural
don't
hair
have to
club,
throw shade
I'm
at
going to take the
others.
compliment, but I do understand you're absolutely correct, and I do agree with you on that. Hair is an accessory to me. It's not that serious. I take pride in it, and I take pride in my appearance, but it's not what defines me. So for that, I agree with you. This other person said, not everyone looks good with it. I would prefer her with a perm if that's how I knew her. But if I had already met her at natural, then I don't have anything to compare it to. Okay, so couple things here that I want to stop and pause on. So you mean to tell me that this gentleman is saying, well, if I met you with a perm, you got to keep the perm. If I met you natural, I can't really judge you on it. Why can't a woman switch it up?
I think some of that is expectations, but that's with any relationship. If you
If
start
I'm
off
keeping-
cooking breakfast every morning, don't think because now that y'all have been together 6 months, you ain't gonna cook breakfast no more.
Yeah, listen. Yeah, exactly. I can switch it. I don't understand the problem of switching it up.
You set expectations. So if you look,
No, he is setting the expectation. I didn't set the expectation. However, what if I met you in a grocery store and I just happen to be wearing a wig on? That means I'm tied to it for life? We
No.
kicked it off at the grocery store in the fruit aisle, and now you're saying because I met you in the fruit aisle with the perm, I
but
gotta be
don't
with
think-
you for
I don't
life with
think
the
they're
perm.
saying that
No.
I don't think they're saying the first time
Girl,
like that.
I don't know what my hair is gonna look like on a Friday, let alone for the rest
And
of my
I'm not
life.
saying as far as like, I don't think he's saying you can't change your hairstyle. I think he's saying if your hairstyle has been one way for, we've been dating a year, now I put a ring on it, and all of a sudden you look completely different.
Why can't people change? Bodies changes. Wrinkles are going to come about. So if she met you without wrinkles, she can't get wrinkles. Things are going to change. Things are going to sag. Things are going to change. You might lose your hair, sir. I don't know what your hair situation is, sir, but
I'm not
based on
saying
genetics,
he's
you might be
right.
bald
I'm
in
just
10 years.
saying that-
Should she leave you because you're going to be hereditarily bald?
I'm not saying that he was right. I'm just saying that what he
girl.
is saying, don't switch it up. So it sounds like he's probably a little jaded. Someone switched it up and it wasn't what he thought.
Okay, so next up, this guy says, I am not a fan. Physically, just the most least attractive feature is natural hair on a woman. I'm going to go ahead and go to the other one too, because the other guy says, I hate it unless your hair naturally looks like Beyonce. So we have two men here that are like totally not a fan. I mean, they're just like spewing hate over the natural hair. First of all, Beyonce, that's not natural. When she went natural, y'all attacked her. She cut her hair short. It was cute. A pixie cut, they didn't like it. She has to be weaved out. This gentleman was saying if it don't look like naturally, like how Beyonce wears it naturally, our hair doesn't do that. And then the other guy is saying it's the least attractive thing, natural hair. Why? Comment on that. Like you get.
Well, because here's the thing: it's not that I agree or disagree. I just think that they're entitled to their opinion. They are.
Oh no, they are. I'll give you
So-
that. I don't gotta like the opinion.
And I don't
And
necessarily
this is
like
my
it
podcast,
either.
so I'm gonna give you my opinion.
But just like there are things that I don't like. Whoever I'm dating, hair cannot be longer than mine. My hair needs to be the pretty hair.
Listen.
My hair needs to be the pretty hair.
I don't know if our fans watch Insecure, but Anthony Hodges can get it. He's like this Asian guy with this long hair that goes down his back. Yeah.
While he can be in the friend category, he cannot go
And it's
out.
pretty hair too,
He
girl.
cannot
If he
go
cut
out
it,
on
I
my
want the
arm.
bundles
No,
so
he
bad,
cannot
and
go
I
on
don't
my
even do
arm.
weave like that.
My hair needs to be the pretty
I might
hair.
make
When
a
we're
coat with
out,
it.
I get the compliments. Oh, your hair's gorgeous. If he's getting the compliments, I don't like it.
You're a hater.
I am when it comes to my
So is
man.
hair really important to you?
No,
Hair's
just-
not that important to
it's
me.
not that
it's cute. It's great. It's fun. It's almost like earrings. I can switch it out anytime I want.
I'll be honest. My hair my hair is the same way all the time.
But
But it's from laziness that I don't need change on my head.
But
It's-
see, that's not. So hair is really not that important to you.
it's not that important to me. But still, I know I have gorgeous hair. My man cannot have
Why
prettier
not?
hair than me.
What if he's
Because he's supposed
gorgeous?
to be gorgeous.
Oh, don't
but
cut
not
off Goliath's
hair.
hair. Don't cut off Goliath's
No,
hair.
his hair can't be longer than mine.
Oh man. All right, so this last one and then we'll move on to another part of it. He says, this white guy is totally feeling it. Nothing is sexier than a chocolate goddess and her fro. Shout out to the white boy that likes chocolate goddesses and afros. I guess the only reason why I brought that into the equation is because, what do other ethnic men, like for instance, you've dated, you weren't natural. You weren't natural when you
I was
dated.
curly. I was
Okay, you were curly.
but
Okay, so you're allowed to talk.
I mean, let's be real. When I had a relaxer once a year, twice a year.
Yeah, gosh, you were blessed. I used to do mine like every 2 months.
So
I was team creamy crack for the longest time.
So as far as it went from natural, I mean, it was curly, and I did wear it curly. I don't know if he cared one way or the other.
The gentleman that said, if I met you one way, I expect you to be the other way. Now, while I do cut my hair, dye my hair, I've always had a perm since I was like, gosh, I think 6 years old.
Really?
I had the Just For Me's, you know, and then literally the next year, because the Just For Me's were not enough. I was team creamy crack because my mom did not want to have carpal tunnel. Okay, you hear me? She was like, this hair too thick. We ain't got time. I'm not about to break my arm playing with your hair. This is the 6th comb that I done broke today. No, ma'am. So I had to go on creamy crack because it was thick. And then when my mom released me and said, nope, you're on your own. Your turn. Tag, you're it. It was thick. I couldn't handle it. Not being funny, it was kind of out of laziness. I didn't want to deal with all that. So I put the creamy crack on. And then finally, because my hair was so damaged from coloring over the years and dyeing it over the years and relaxers over the years, just all that I do, because I don't care. I'll if it's something new, I'll do it. I finally chopped off my hair as a dare. My hairstylist dared me to do it. And I did the big chop. One, I didn't even expect to do it. I didn't go in there that day expecting to do it. And then 2, I put locks on, faux locks on top of it, which is like crochets or braids for people who don't know what I'm talking about. So I had 6 weeks to break my husband the news. And my husband is Latin, and I can't speak for every Latin, but my Latin husband and his Latin family members, long hair is the thing. And I was cool because I had the long hair, but I chopped it off. All of it. All that straight, relaxed hair gone. And when it was revealed to him, he was, one, in his feelings because I didn't tell him. I completely forgot, actually. That's a true story. But then 2, he was just like, that's not what I entered the relationship with. You switched it on me. That baffled me because I switch it all the time, but he meant the relaxer.
Yeah.
He wasn't a fan at first. As it got bigger, and as I was able to tame it, it got bigger. I mean, we both loved it. He loved it, and I definitely was feeling it. But it took time. It wasn't a instant love. Do you think
it was the change in the growth or your confidence level with the...
Talking about for me?
Yeah, with the natural.
Okay, so in the beginning, I didn't mind that I chopped it off. I just was like, whoa. What am I going to do with it? And so looking in the mirror to this realization of, you just did a dare that was so crazy, it kind of messed my confidence up. But that's all right. I said, okay, I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to be a big girl. And I remember texting some friends. Matter of fact, you were one of the first people I text. I text some friends and they kind of boosted me up. So I was like, okay, I got this. I can handle it. And then I went out into the streets. I got some stares. You don't know me, but they were judging me on my hair. So they were judging me on my appearance. And that was the first time that I realized that people judge me on my appearance. I just thought people judge me because I'm bubbly or fun or whatever, my personality. And that was the first time I realized, nope, people judge me even before I even speak. I went to a country concert. Shout out to Tim McGraw and Faith Hill, man. Whoa, best country concert I've ever been to, one and only, but it was the best. But yeah, people looked at me and, kind of gave me some looks. I walked past a lady that I knew and she didn't even recognize me and just kind of gave me this look like, ew, I don't like the hair. Later on, I grew and kind of figured it out. My confidence grew and then I didn't really care. So maybe a little bit to the confidence, because when I was able to not care, I'm walking through the streets proud. Like, I really don't care. I love it. I done got my beast under control. Today is a good hair day. Back away, Satan. Back away. And then it seemed like people liked it. I even tried it again at an all Caucasian event, a rock concert. And, I put my red lip on and had my hair up and popping and they loved it. So maybe it is true. Long story short, maybe it is true. I grew with the confidence. And I will say this, pregnant women, I can relate to you now. And I say, it sounds weird, but I promise it'll make sense. Pregnant women, I can relate to you. I had so many strangers come up to me, may I touch your hair? Or would just come up and start touching my hair. I will never, because of my big chop and the experience I went through, the journey that I went through, I will never touch a woman that I don't know belly that is pregnant. I understand the invading of the space.
Now, what were they strangers? Were they people you knew?
Okay, sometimes people I knew, the people I knew just came out, would just touch it. Oh, I love it. And they're touching it as they're talking to me. I didn't give you permission. Back away. Strangers would be like, oh, it's so pretty. Can I touch it? Is it yours?
Did you let people touch it?
Listen, the ones that I didn't have a choice to, I would kind of pull my head back. But for the ones that no, or I would touch it, I'd be like, oh, it's nothing. It just feels like, I would kind of distract them, touch my hair and let it go. The person I wanted to touch my hair was my husband. When I first, I was getting good products and making it all soft. I'm like, baby, touch my hair. He's like, I don't want to touch it. No, we're good. No, I don't want to touch it. You just put product on your hair. My hands. My hands.
Well, you have been married for how long where you told him don't touch your hair? Now you want him to touch it?
Yeah, and in all fairness, he doesn't like people touching his hair. And his hair is short, is all outdoors. So I would love for him to grow some curls. I would love for us to be curly together. Like, I would love for him to grow out his hair. His compromise is, if you grow your hair back, I'll grow the beard. Mm-hmm. He's growing his beard. I have not. I'm growing my hair, but in its natural state. But my concern was in the workplace. And here's why I'm going to pitch it to you to give me your stuff. I got a lot of questions in the workplace, and sometimes it just kind of seemed not the cool thing to do. You got the looks, or you got the, oh, we're being different. Okay, you still got the hair. Okay, you're not. No, okay, you know what I mean. And that's from your coworkers, and it felt a lot. I felt a lot of pressure and anxiety to have my hair in the workplace. Even though your hair looks relaxed, you keep it heat straight. What are your thoughts? Because I know you work in HR. That's not no secret. You've announced that on air before. What are your thoughts of how the workplace handles African hair?
I think it depends on, it depends on the industry. It depends on, it depends on people and how educated they are.
If you're naturally curious, and I think you even said this, and I agree with you. If you're naturally curious and you're coming from an authentic place, I don't mind you asking me questions, because sometimes I might have questions. I have questions
about different cultures. People are, innocent and curious, and from an authentic place when you know them. Mm-hmm. And when you don't know them and they're strangers, because you have nothing to connect them to, they're automatically not authentic.
When they're giving me that, ew. Look,
but maybe that ill look is more
Stay over there with it.
I'm curious.
But I guess the reason why I'm asking is because if another race went to work and did a dramatic cut, like, okay, Katy Perry is a chameleon when it comes to her hair. If she decides to go from jet black long hair to chop it to all white blonde with a pixie cut, no, but that's not fair.
I didn't say it was fair. I'm saying is, that's something they know. That's something they can relate to. Unfortunately, our hair is...
I disagree.
It's not unique, but if they've not been exposed to it, they don't know.
Yeah, but listen, it's not like first of all, the natural hair is coming back. This is not like we've had it before. Okay, I've seen pictures of Angela Davis. I've seen pictures of Cicely Tyson. I've seen 70s. It was the Jackson 5s. This is not for the. I think it's a cop out.
I'm not saying it's brand new.
Not for you, but I'm saying it's a cop out if they're saying, if that's how they feel, that's familiar. And whoa, you just did something different. Have we seen a celebrity
who was not African American put cornrows in, and then they get credit for, oh, look at this new style, where we're looking like
it's been there. We've done it.
Exactly.
My auntie did that.
But that's how, for lack of a better word, ignorant some people are, because they honestly do not know.
Especially some of these older ones. And yeah, I'm calling you out. You were around in the 70s. That's what we wore.
But it doesn't mean that they were exposed to it in the terms of directly. Because especially back then, I think it was more segregated.
To a different country and I'm, not familiar with the food, and even if I don't like it, how dare I feel like I should be openly belligerent? Yes, that's what I'm asking. Have manners about it. You know what? I can accept everything you said. Have manners when you come at us. And I guess I'm just saying it because I've had it experienced to me. And it's so funny, but I will say this. As much as I've seen eyes rolled, even if they didn't think I were looking, or people making like, oh, that's different. Oh, okay. Oh, you did that? Okay. All those little backhand, little quick slaps at me. It was such a great sisterhood of, I have had just as many strangers that I did not know that were going on the same journey. Hey, sis, I see you. Yes, queen. You know what? The curls are popping. Because in all fairness, how long are you in the chair when you go to the hair salon? An hour, okay? I can sometimes spend an hour in the evening prepping my hair for me to then turn around in the morning, take 20 minutes to take it out, and
Here's why I'm creamy crack.
And so it takes a lot sometimes to even maintenance this for us to walk out, and then we have to, okay, so you take the time the hour and a half to take the time to look pretty, and you psych yourself up because sometimes the curls don't curl right for me. But I'm going to make it work. I'm going to shake it out. We're going to work it out. And I've built that confidence to walk out the door for you to tear it down in 2.5 seconds. I think it's not fair. And as a public service announcement, when I hear people say, it didn't even look like you tried something. We did. It didn't work. Humidity was not our friend today. Shrinkage is real. Like, you don't know what our day was like. We don't purposely go out the house and say, I ain't going to do my hair. And even though I joke with you about being Bob Marley, your curls were popping. You just don't run your fingers quite through it. And but you know what I'm saying? Like, the time was put into it. Respect it. That's not fair, and it's not nice. Be mannerful. If you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all and keep it pushing. Just have manners about it.
But
because
we also
it took time.
know that people are just people, and you just have spiteful, negative people in this world.
And don't ask questions if you really don't care. I've had people, so you have the full line. How does that work? And I'm like, okay, well, you know, I've gone down a rabbit hole of explaining, and I can just see them zoning out. Like, I really didn't care. I just wanted you to confirm it's not yours. You know what I mean? Don't ask me those questions. Don't ask. And don't ask as if I'm the representative of the African American community. Although I will say, the old anger issue is, what are you? Oh, your features are so different. You got high cheekbones. You have hazel eyes. I'm still African American. Oh, I didn't know that. Are you mixed? Is your dad white? No, my dad is African American as well. Oh, you sure? Or, you know, are you Latina? And they come at me in Spanish. No, I'm African American. Why can't African? And I guess the only reason why I was offended, I get that we live in a society of mixed breeds. Well, what it offended me is the way they asked it, as if, you know, they were saying I have pretty features, but they were acting as if, oh, you're too pretty to be African American. Like, oh, you have high cheekbones. That can't be an African American thing. It can. We have the eyes. We have the cheekbones.
I'm not saying we don't, but it is an anomaly, at least what people are used to. I can't tell you how many people have hazel eyes in my family. How many people have hazel eyes in your family?
Actually, quite a few.
Well, that's why you have hazel eyes.
Yeah, quite a few. Because we got blue eyes and gray eyes too, girl. Don't let me get started.
I mean, my nephew has blue eyes, and the other one has hazel eyes.
But it's in the family, and I'm sure way down the line somebody done mixed with massa somewhere. But I'm primarily like, don't be surprised if that's the answer I give you. If that's what I identify with, and that's what I say I am. Although,
and I don't disagree, but I'm just saying, put the caveat out there that you are what?
African American.
No.
Latina.
You bright. Really, really bright. Girl, especially in the winter.
Girl, why? First of all, why are you on the microphone, about to chew the microphone, trying to say how bright I am? I'm not that bright.
Yes, you are.
I've seen brighter.
I'm not saying that
Smokey
there's no one.
Robinson is brighter than me.
I'm not saying that. That's because you have a tan right now.
Shout out to the state of Florida and the Sunshine State.
When you are,
my melanin is popping. Don't be hating because my melanin is popping.
When you are not in the sun, you are just as bright or the same skin tone as your husband.
Ooh. See, that's why I keep him around. I am a couple shades darker than him.
When you have sun.
No, even when I don't have sun, even in my lightest of moments, I'm not. No, now you're selling me up the river. I'm not Michael Jackson. Calm it down. I'm not.
No, you're not that. You're not bright.
I'm the before Michael, not the after Michael. Calm down. Okay, maybe the first time he went light. The first time he went light.
You were not.
Tell me. The first time he went light. The first time he went light. Like, remember the time light. Remember the time light. I'm at least remember the time light. He had a look.
Bright.
No, I'm not. Listen, and I love Michael Jackson. I was remember the time bright.
You Alicia Keys bright.
Okay, hey, I'll take it. But see, you're comparing me to a biracial person.
Which is why people mistake you for being biracial.
How about Halle Berry?
No, she darker than you.
Whatever. Anyways, moving on.
And now that's why people mistake you. They use that as a comparison.
And that's fine. And you know what? And that's what I'm saying. It's fine that they didn't know. I get it. We're mixed breeds out here. I get it. But when I say African American, they just, like, the light dims. It's like, that's you're a unicorn. That's how I feel they're talking to me. It's like, it's not possible. Can I shout out to Vanessa Williams? Hello. Both black parents. Hello. Can we talk about that? I'm saying, like, there are women out there. That's a prime example. Can I be Vanessa Williams?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. She's bright, got gray eyes, and yet she has 2 black parents. Okay. I'm not saying somewhere down the line, mixed with somebody, but she has, her predominant parents are black. She is black.
I didn't say she wasn't.
But
I
that's
didn't
what I'm
say
saying.
you weren't.
Black people exist in all shapes and creams and colors.
I agree. I try to put myself to understand why people assume or say or think things where they're coming from.
Right.
And part of the reason why I do that is to understand so that I can help educate, because I think a lot of what's wrong with the world is you have people ignorant because they're not been exposed.
I guess I just want understanding.
Exactly.
And I'm going to ask too, please, because we're not here trying, I'm personally not. I mean, I know I've vented a little bit, but in all fairness, I've had intelligent conversations with my friends that are of different ethnicities about hair. So let me throw that disclaimer out there. I've had people approach me, ask the question, and then also too ask, like, is it wrong of me to ask this question? And I felt the sincerity with it.
Yeah.
And I was able to have a conversation and go in detail and, talk about my journey and the struggles and the highs and the lows. And it was a beautiful experience. And I felt like I touched one. But before we wrap up, because time is of the essence, I wanted to talk again, because I know you are of the corporate mindset. There was this article on the website www.naacpldf.org, and it was about a lady named Chastity C. Jones. Back in 2010, she applied for a customer service representative job in the state of Alabama, and she wore dreadlocks for an interview and was hired on the spot. However, human resources manager requested that she cut her hair before she start the job. She decided to rescind the offer. She refused to cut her hair and actually tried to make a case saying that racial discrimination was a reason of why she didn't get the job. Apparently, September of 2016, the 11th Circuit panel ruled their refusal to hire her because of her hair was not in violation of Title V11. What's the
7? Title 7.
I was like, what are the Roman numerals?
Yeah. And someone is human resources, Title 7, which is
Title
usually
7.
dealing with race and gender and all of those
What is your thought on
protected
that?
characteristics. As for someone who works in HR, I disagree. Because here's the thing is, this person came in with dreadlocks.
Disagree with who? Just because.
I disagree that you hired the person with the dreadlocks.
Right.
You accept them how they are.
Right.
And that should not be a factor. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that, period. There's no justification.
Right. Like, if you're going to be biased, you could have turned her down at the beginning. You literally hired her and expected her to cut her hair.
And probably what came into play is someone else hired.
Right.
And then someone else saw and made a call because of their own bias. And that's usually what happens.
Right.
Or at least in my experience.
And I don't understand, and the article didn't say, but I'm really curious on, what happened with the human resource manager that requested. I'm sure nothing happened.
If they won the court case,
if
probably
they won
nothing.
the court case, that's not fair. It's not right.
And I think some of it goes to human resource people or people too. So
yeah,
I'm not saying that there are no biases between people. I mean, I try very hard not to let my biases come in, but I do recognize that my life experiences color how I see the world. Mm-hmm. How I check that is I have colleagues who I trust, who I go to. So if I feel like I am too close to the situation, or if I feel like I am, something of
you're not being fair or biased. Yeah.
I check in.
I love that you
others.
do that. I think others should do that because, like, for example, if she was feeling some type of way, maybe check in with, "Hey, why did we hire her?" You know what I mean? Like, check in with others to mellow her out to make sure she's doing the right thing, because that's not fair.
Some of it is so, and I'm assuming what they said is the hair wasn't professional. So,
okay, yeah. So to answer that, they said they used a facial neutral grooming policy to give effect. This is how they're saying, the article is saying it, that the company used a facial neutral grooming policy to give effect to its preference for hairstyle that suited textures of non-ethnic hairstyles. But the non-facial neutral grooming policy, they did have a grooming policy in place. However, that should have been a factor when she interviewed.
Correct.
Nonetheless, that was in place, and the person who hired her should have known that policy,
And honestly,
if she wasn't within code. And she was at a management solutions company. I'm not
are they even
quite
customer
understand.
facing?
Well, it says
It
she's
must
going to be a
be.
customer service representative, but you can be on the phone, right? But in all fairness, you
They
can be
might
in front of.
yeah, they might be customer facing,
what
but
if-
even still,
Yeah, but even still, I don't think it's
I think
fair.
some of it is people's
Obviously, the person
personal-
hired her felt that she would be professional looking enough to be in front of the customer. Why is she at fault for someone else's judgment that felt that she was
I think
hireable?
some of it goes down to there is a hiring process. Period. Some managers don't follow the hiring process. There have been times where I had to go and talk to someone and go, "Yeah, no," because
But what was it? What was in relation to when you said, "Yeah, no"? It's because of what looked bad.
well, no, it wasn't about nothing looked bad. It was so when I got the resume or I talked to the person, you don't meet the qualifications.
That's what I'm saying.
I get that
that's
you
what I'm
like the
saying.
person
Yes,
in there.
yes.
Their personality is great. Wonderful.
Right.
They don't meet the requirements.
Okay, that's
not
great that
fair.
they're nice and they they gave eye contact and they didn't say during the interview, but their resume is garbage. That's something valid to stand on. But this young lady obviously did an excellent interview, and the resume was perfect too, because the issue was get rid of your dreads. Because I can understand what you're saying there, absolutely, and that would have been the case. If that would have been the case, then sure. But that wasn't the case in this particular.
Sometimes people don't follow the hiring process, but they must. That manager who made that call, that person who made the call, must have knew where the biases were if they did it that way. What they should have done is communicated that information to, because here's another thing, is if those biases were there in the workplace and she started working there, I'm sure she would have probably quit because it
Oh,
would have been
absolutely.
it wouldn't have been a nice place to work.
Right.
So while I do not agree, and I think that it was wrong
But
in
we
that
shouldn't
case,
have to push away. Like that's.
no,
I get
no,
what you're
no.
saying.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying
Fight the
count
good
your
fight. You
no. I'm
just-
just saying count your blessings that you missed it, and I'm hoping that what happened is another door opened that was better for her.
Right.
But it wasn't right, and I'll be
It
honest.
wasn't
When
at
I
all.
go for an interview, granted my hair is always straight now, but back when I used to change it up for an interview, my hair was straight. I know people who come into interviews with me. Their hair is one way. Mm-hmm. And
I did a switcheroo.
when they come in for work, it's different.
I did.
I mean, I don't
actually
care.
wore a wig to an interview, got hired, and when I came to the workplace, I think 2 weeks later, they were like, I worked in a building that had security, and the security people were like, "Are you new? Do I know you? I feel like I know you." and even my coworkers are like, "Who is this person?"
And like
So
now,
I did do a switcheroo.
and
I've
now
done
that I've been in my job long enough, I will, like, I've worn my curls. I went on vacation, took the braids out, and had it natural. It was all curled
Oh
up.
yeah, let's talk about that.
But it was because my coworkers know who I am. They know my work ethic. I'm not going to be judged for my hair at this point. I'm 5 years in.
Right.
But in the beginning, would I have done that? Oh no, we'd have been scheduling an emergency appointment, or see, I need to work from home today.
I'm sick.
I'm sick until my hairstylist
Time
can
out.
come in.
And yeah, exactly. Wow, you feel better, and I look better too.
So
Don't
I mean,
judge.
I understand because I
Some of
feel
y'all
the same.
shout out. Y'all know some of y'all out there have used y'all sick time or your sick
when
time.
your hair
Called out
ain't-
sick
your hair ain't just
and
laying
just
right.
kind of just low key went to the hairdresser to get your hair right. You
But
know.
I think some of that comes. It's not right. It's something I think most African American women experience at some point in their lives. I hope it's getting better.
I know. You know what I see. You know what. Honestly, I see a lot more women with natural hair now, and even celebrities now are embracing it.
And
now.
I think
and you know what's so fun-
exposure helps because
Yes.
here's the thing: is
But it's a struggle even with Hollywood
it really
because they're
is.
getting shut down. Like I said, Beyonce. I've seen Gabrielle Union,
Well, didn't
Rockhurst, and
the-
next thing you know, ended up wearing her whatever she does to make her hair fabulous. I'm not going to call her out like
I
that.
think a lot of it is you have to make it
Zendaya.
mainstream. You have to make it mainstream for everyone to see it and understand it. I mean, I'm at the point
And
where
they
I don't
did
care.
it beautifully, and that's the thing. Because what some of these men
I'll
are
wear
saying,
my hair the
do
way I
it,
wanna
do
wear
it
it.
right. Because can't everybody make it look good? They made it look good, and you still clapped at them.
Because for them, it's different. some people fear different for whatever reason. They fear different.
You need to worry about my whooping your ass if you cheat on me. Don't worry about my hair. My hair can't whoop your ass, but my hands can. I'll put the paws on you. Like, there's so many other things you should be worrying about, but hair is not that important. It really isn't.
Oh, you know, because like even with, can people touch? You said people can't touch your hair.
No.
Why?
Because you don't go up to another person that got a pixie cut and say, "Oh, can I touch your hair?" No, you don't. You're coming up to me, and I feel like granted, I'm not asking
you.
Can
your husband touch your hair?
He can all day long. My husband.
But when your hair was straight, he couldn't touch your hair.
No, he could touch my hair.
When you
don't get my hair wet. Let's be clear.
Now, when it was short, he couldn't touch your hair.
Also, public service announcement too, and there's no hateration if you decide to be Team Creamy Crack. But disclaimer, gentlemen, if you're listening to this podcast, black men, you already know, but if you are dating an African American woman and you are not of African persuasion, please know, do not put water on that hair or she will snatch you quick. She will turn into Hulk Hogan in 2.5. She can be tiny,
but that's
sweet and tiny. She will turn on you.
That's not just natural hair. That's relaxed hair too.
No, I was talking about relaxed hair. No, that was a public service announcement for relaxed hair. That was for relaxed hair.
That's for, well, I'm sort
no,
of
I
natural.
can no, baby. You can put water on. It's like a plant. You can water it, baby.
No.
See, because you got heat to your hair. I can go in the water and I'll come out looking like this. That
now my
that
hair
was
will
the
just,
glow up for me. I was like, wait, I don't have to put a cap or make sure I don't get water splashed on me. I can
my
get
hair
wet.
curls up, and then that requires a process.
It would be pretty though. It would have been pretty.
Yeah, but I don't go to work that way.
True. All right. Well, what's the moral? Let's wrap this up. What's the moral?
No one can touch your hair but your husband.
I meant like a sophisticated moral, but yeah, that's true. The facts. I will. Facts. Please don't touch my hair.
Tech support.
Don't touch pregnant people's belly. Shout out to them too.
Tech support can touch your hair.
Tech support can touch it. Tech support can get it. But listen, I'll start with me. The moral of the story is
be mannerful.
First of all, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. That's just in general. You learned that in elementary school. Don't act like you didn't know that. That's the first lesson you know. 2, just don't ask how would you feel if you had a crazy hairstyle, you're not sure if you're digging it or not. Do you really want a million people pointing it out and talking to you and questioning you? Then don't do it. If you're asking questions from a sincere place of understanding,
there's a time and a place.
There's a time and a place, and we don't mind. But if you're asking to be funny, or you're asking because you just want to get your little, I don't know what to call it. You better pick
the right one.
Really, because we will clap on you hard. And then lastly, God gave us this hair. All of us. I don't care what nationality you are. God gave us that hair. If you choose not to manipulate it to be different, appreciate it. And if others choose to not manipulate it, appreciate it. It's theirs. It is. Oh, and then, can you make your point today of what your grandma told you about your hair? I really want you to talk about your grandma.
Well, that's just because I won't cut my hair. So I haven't cut my hair because my grandmother, she was diagnosed with cancer and she passed away in 2002. And the last time I spoke with her, because she lost her hair, she asked me not to cut my crown and glory. My hair was my crown and glory, and I promised.
That's
so
beautiful.
I haven't cut my hair.
Right.
And I think that's one of the
makes
reasons
it purposeful.
It does.
That's a beautiful story, by the way. Yeah.
And it does make my hair. It reminds me of her.
Yeah.
So, but
I think that's beautiful because, like I said, I don't care about hair like that, but I love that you have this connection to hair because of your grandmother. Like and that's another thing too. People you don't know that people might have a connection like that with their hair
of why they don't do things.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like if because you do go to hairstylists who will cut people's hair and not tell them. Like I would break down in tears, not because oh my god my hair won't grow back, but I have made a commitment, a promise, and I will have.
And she was on her deathbed, right?
Yeah.
So that's
she
deep.
died very shortly after.
Yeah, that's deep.
Shout out to hairstylists. Don't cut people's hair.
Okay, listen.
Without-
No. Give a disclaimer. Show me with your fingers how much hair we cut. And don't say
don't
trim and you cut it. Don't say trim and you cut it. A trim is what, an inch?
I need you
what
to
is a trim?
show me with the
Your
scissors.
fingertips.
No. I need you to show me before you cut it. Tell me exactly where them scissors gonna
Time out.
go.
You need that extra mirror
There's-
while you line up in the back and see
there's-
the mirror. You need to be angled a certain way so you can see it.
There's a reason why I love my hairstylist, and I've been going. Though she takes care
Shout
of
out
me,
one more time too.
to Kiafa.
Hey. So okay, well, all right. I appreciate it, and I really wanted to make sure you told that story because that was a beautiful story. I think that I give you crap about your hair, but I will never tell you to cut your hair because I think that's
what wigs are for.
beautiful. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You can't wear no wig.
No,
You can't wear a short wig.
No, I'm not even gonna go there.
You can wear a
So,
wig, just not a short wig.
Yeah, I've learned that. Let's go down that rabbit hole.
You got 2 seconds. Go.
My bestie.
Who's she? Who that woman?
Yeah, we go and we buy wigs for when we want to change it up and not have to do the change to our hair. I tend to always
hairs
buy
are an accessory.
short
Hair is
hairstyles
accessories.
because I won't cut my hair.
Right.
I wanted to go really short. I wanted to go pixie short
Pixie.
because it
Don't even
it
sound
was,
right on you. It don't even
It
sound right coming
was
out your
something
mouth.
I wanted to
It don't
do.
even sound right coming out your mouth. Pixie cut.
And I put on a nice, pretty wig. It was in the same color.
Oh, it was. It was pretty.
And
it was
from
a cute wig.
across
I would
the
see.
store.
Here we go.
from
Here we go.
across the store, I hear, because I
See, why are you exaggerating the story?
Bestie,
It
what you
wasn't
think?
across. It wasn't
As the
across
lady
the
was
store.
helping me
She's
put it
lying,
on,
folks.
across the store. Take it off. You look like Peter Pan.
I mean, that part's true, but I didn't do it across the store.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just
I
be
got
factual.
looks.
Tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. You did look like Peter Pan. Which was
Thanks.
you look like a cute little boy.
Yeah.
A cute
Thanks.
little boy,
Thanks.
but you're a woman, a grown
Exactly.
woman,
Thank
and
you.
look like a little boy. Take it off. Take that shit off now.
And exactly is how she expressed it.
I didn't
for
say it
the
across the room.
whole
I did
store
not
to
say-
hear.
I didn't say it across the room.
So needless to
Did
say,
you feel embarrassed?
needless to
Lies,
say,
lies.
there will be no more short hairstyles on Miss Glam that are
Okay.
pixie in nature. I will stick to
yeah.
bob length. Thank you very much.
Hey, we're moving on. Petty word
Thanks.
of the day. Petty word of the day. If you are shut up, I hate you. Petty word of the day. If you are newly tuning into this, and this is your first time hearing it, petty word of the day is where we like to feel sophisticated and teach everyone a new word that we learned. But the twist is to make sure you understand it, you put it in a sentence. But for us, we're going to put it in a petty sentence because that's how we do it.
That's how we do it.
Keep it 100. So since you have all this hate in your heart right now for your bestie, I'm gonna let you go first because I know you've been burning to tell yours today.
Well, and actually, mine really fits.
Really?
My word is aberrant. Aberrant. It's an adjective. It means to deviate from usual or natural type, straying away from the right or normal way. And here's my petty sentence.
Oh boy.
I don't intend to suggest my bestie's behavior is in some way aberrant, but
Why we gotta hum it?
I love her regardless.
I almost didn't hate your sentence for 2 seconds. You made me try to forget the first half, but I love it. Thank you. I didn't really rag on you this week. I should have. My word is mumpsimus. Mumpsimus. A tradition or a traditional custom or ideal that you adhere to even if it's shown to be unreasonable. My sentence. My husband, aka tech support, my husband, the Mumpsimus, clung to his tradition of chanting in an empty stadium before every home game this season, even though his sports team still played horribly.
Go Jacks.
Why you gotta call out the team?
Because
Jeez. I love you, Jaguars, but okay, real quick, because see, I wasn't going to call out the team.
I have
Dang,
to.
It could have been a college
No.
team.
So when tech supports,
Jacksonville
listen,
Jaguars.
this is if you're going to be
Jaguars,
petty, be petty all the
you
way.
went
This is for you,
amazing
tech
the
support.
season before.
Go
You
Jags.
broke my heart
Go
in
Jags.
Boston, but it wasn't your heart. It wasn't your fault. Miles Jack wasn't down, but this season y'all didn't even go to the playoffs. Like, what's happening?
So,
I love you guys regardless.
all I did-
I've been a day one fan. So
All
is my
I
husband.
did
but
was
y'all
say
broke
go
our
Jags.
hearts
You
this
took it
season. Oh
to
my gosh,
the
it was
petty
hard.
nature of
It was
going
hard to
through.
watch.
See?
I did, but it was for the it was for the listeners.
Okay.
It was for the listeners.
Okay. And tech support is not going to be happy. He gonna edit all this out.
He understand. He understand. Trust me, his heart was broken this year, and it take a lot for him to break his heart over this team. We went through some years with y'all, but y'all hyped us up last year, so we expected that same energy this year, and something happened. Okay, shout out that you beat the Patriots, but
Only them.
that was it, and that was it. Like, we proved our point. We can go home now. That broke my heart. But anyways, thank you for tuning in, you guys. Oh, by the way, how's Florida State? There we go. Okay, I felt good. No, we're gonna
have a football team.
Hey.
Do you even have a
That's
football
all right.
team?
That's all right. Swoop life for life.
No
UNF.
football
UNF. Love you. Hey, thank you guys for tuning in. We finished podcast number 6. It was a little long today, but it was an important topic, and I hope you enjoyed it and took a little humor, but took a little nuggets from it and took a little understanding and had a conversation, an authentic conversation with people you know. And if you don't want to have that authentic conversation, just don't have it, and just watch your facial expressions and watch what you say. Be respectful. But we thank you for tuning in. Go to our website, badassbesties.com, and you can catch all our episodes. You can binge and get all caught up, so that way you're ready for the next episode.
And comment.
Keep the shitty comments to yourself, but if you got some good constructive criticism, let us know, or topics.
Yes.
Let us know. We appreciate it. So, do you have anything to say?
Until next time,
We are out.